Hey YouTubers, Grimmy here, and we're going to be doing a little customization job. A while back, I got a request to show how I made how I customized my avatar figure. Now, I don't have another rip claw to work with on that, and one's enough for that figure anyway, so I'm going to do a custom using a Starscream. A Beast Hunters Starscream figure. I've already taken it apart, and I put some primer on it and some added paint to get this started. We're also going to be using the Shapeways Famicom head, which I've already painted a bit. I might have to touch up again because it seems like some of the paint's coming off, but we'll get to that when we get to that. But yeah, we're going to do a special paint job on this for like an entirely new character. So, guess we're going to start with like the base color, which is going to be the same metallic black that I used for my own avatar figure, which is actually going to be using nail polish. This is the Sinful Colors Professional Secret Admirer, which is basically a black metal flake, which I like. I like this color. In most cases nail polish actually does a good job for model paints. It's a nice alternative, and you get a lot of color options. Can be a bit pricey, but you can get some cheap as well. So we're going to start with an arm. Now, hopefully I still have enough for this to cover the whole figure. Guess we'll have to find out. But, yeah. Just simple painting the figure right now. Nothing special. Taking it apart to make it a little easier. Now, I'm not putting primer on this one because the black will actually go through pretty well. So primer is not exactly needed in this case. Now, the primer I put in is for a couple other colors that this figure is going to have, which I'll get into momentarily. But for now, we're just going to get these painted. Now the arms are going to be the easiest because it's just the coat of this black and it's done. As you can see, it's going on pretty smoothly. So yeah. But let's see. Yeah, Thanksgiving just passed by. Had a nice bit of dinner, so that was always nice. And I've been playing a lot of Smash Brothers since getting it, which is a really good game. Trying to record footage, but I have to use this camera that I'm recording this on, because I don't have any capture software, or capture hardware actually. So actually trying to record footage for a review is difficult at best. And I can't guarantee it's going to be the best quality if I get it out actually. I'm going to try writing a review for that and get it up as soon as I can, but it might be a while because recording the footage isn't easy, and I gotta do a lot of writing, and I still got some parts out of the game I gotta go over so I can review them properly. But I'll be covering the amiibo and the GameCube adapter along with that review if I can get it out. As far as other reviews go, there's Age of Extinction Snarl that I gotta write and get down to reviewing. And I guess I may as well get started on writing Metroplex's review. It's only been out for a year. But yeah, we'll see about that. Other than that, I'm still waiting for Big Bad Toy Store to get a hold of the last waves of Generations. So it's still going to be a while on those because I haven't gotten those figures in yet. But since the reviews are coming out, I should be getting those soon, hopefully. Yeah, I'm not the type who goes to eBay, pays extraordinary prices just to get an early sample of a figure. I'm sorry guys, but I can't afford to do that. And I know some people want to have it quicker, and I'd love to get these early to review them for you, get them out as quickly as possible, but I gotta be able to pay for it before I can actually buy it. And that's the unfortunate thing. Budget's really tight right now. And I don't know how long it's going to be this tight. But we'll see about getting this, getting what we can reviewed and getting them out as soon as I can. Once I get those figures, I'm also going to try to do a top 10 for Generations. At least the IDW series. It's going to be kind of hard to do a top 10 for Generations as a whole, considering it's been out for a few years now. And when I'm talking Generations, I'm not talking the movie figures. I know they're technically considered Generations figures, but we're going to stick with the IDW because I did not buy a lot of the movie toys. I only bought the Dinobots. And, you know, that's what I like out of that line, the Dinobots only. I don't really care about the cars or anything like that. I mean, I got the Optimus Prime evasion mode a couple times over, actually, because of the Age of Extinction 2 pack, like the Evolution 2 pack. But yeah. And all in all, the movie figures as a whole don't interest me a whole lot. Now we're getting to the legs. This is going to have more than just one color to it, so I gotta be more careful about where I put the paint. But yeah, I'm going to be going over the most of the purple part of the shin. And the rest is going to be a different color. Which hopefully will go pretty well. And I do have an idea in mind as for what I'm coloring this. So this isn't going to be some random paint bits. I'm not making this up as I go along. There's definitely a plan. And probably when I get to the next color, I'll go into what that plan is. Till then, I'm going to just go with what I got. I'm probably going to get nagged for not using a lot of primer. And I got a couple areas primed that I want to do in different colors. So I put the gray in to help those colors show better. But yeah, I'm not very experienced with primers, unfortunately. But now, hopefully this will turn out well. And I've had some good ones, I've had some bad ones, as far as customs go. I mean, I'm not the quality of like a Frenzy Rumble or somebody like that. I'm just your typical fan who likes to paint some figures every now and then. And you're not going to be seeing me doing a lot to try thinning paints or other tricks, which would be handy if I knew anything about how to do them right. I might have to study up on that if I ever want to do figure with white, which I actually want to do sometime in the near future, thanks to some Kabaya kits that I've gotten that I want to actually paint instead of decal, because well, there are reasons. I mean, it's pretty much the Aerial Box and Stunticons and Combaticon Kabaya kits, which are only in like 4 different color palettes, and I'd say maybe 1 or 2 actually match the colors of the character they're supposed to be, which is really kind of bad. That internal part is not going too well with the paint on the size. And I know it's just the hollow bits, but still gonna be a bit of an eyesore if I just leave them. Okay. And I'm probably going to also get some flack for just using the fingernail brush that's in these nail polish tins for it. Oh, whatever. If someone wants to complain, they can complain. This is my custom. I'll paint it the way I want to. But yeah, I actually found that nail polish does have a lot of variety of colors and can turn out very nicely if you give it a shot. And I actually used nail polish on Arms Micron RC for her pink details, and it turned out pretty well. And took a few tries, and on that one I learned that you should never use nail polish remover to remove paint from plastic, because that stuff is like serious acid. And that will dissolve your plastic real quick. But sometimes you gotta learn the hard way, right? Another thing you really gotta be careful about with the nail polish though is the smell. And this is some really stinky stuff. And those salon people must have really dull senses of smell to not notice this stench. Or maybe they just get used to it, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, the leg is looking pretty nice. Although the back bit is not looking so nice. Okay. So let's see. Now let's see. Okay, still need some touches on the back. Fortunately, some of these areas go on a little thinner than others. And it'll require a couple attempts to get it down. But once you get this in, it's going to look pretty good. And really, the legs are probably going to be the toughest part of this figure because it's all the hollow bits on the inside. Then again, I still got the main body to paint. It's just going to be fun. But yeah, we got that leg, I think, as close to done as we're going to get it. So we just let it down. Try to get it to the point where we can actually set it down without wrecking the paint job on it. With luck. And now we're going to get on to the next leg. Which, yeah. This can take some time. Yeah. Seems like there's a TV on that's going to be a little distracting, so just one moment and I'll be right back. Get that dealt with. Oops. Just one moment. There we go. Sorry about that. I got family who likes Western, so just had to close the door so we don't have to try to talk over that Western. So anyway, back to this leg. So we're just painting it in. I know, I gotta... It's kind of hard to see past my hands, I know, I'm sorry guys. So... It's kind of hard to get this at an angle where I can work with it. Let's see if we can get it a little closer. Let's see, that might work. Might make it a little easier. Yeah, I think that might help. So you can see, getting a nice amount on the leg. Yeah, a little bit more about what I've got in mind. This is going to be an original character, so it's not going to have any basis on any G1 or anything like that, or any Energon Prime or anything like that. So no, it's not going to be Arachnid or Slipstream or anybody that you know. Although there is going to be some basis with the Rainmakers. And obviously it's not going to be one of the Rainmakers everybody knows about. Now that would be too easy. More like a character who took inspiration from the Rainmakers. Which will... Which is, I thought, was an interesting idea, you know. Create a character who wanted to homage the, like a character who exists already. Or a team that exists already. Or at least existed at one point. Depending on how you want to look at it. And the paint job is going to be based off a character of a different fiction. Basically, a type of armor that I've always been fond of for a character. It's not the first custom that I've done based on that look either. I think you've seen one in my collection video. Yeah, we're gonna get this in. Gonna get in all the areas here. Hopefully I have enough paint. Because I'm worried that I might run out before this is done. Which would be really bad. Because that means I might have to either try to go out and find some, which wouldn't be too bad, I guess. You can just go to like a Walmart or Kmart, pick this stuff up. If they have the color available. Or try to start over in a different color. Now, I'm a big fan of metallics, so that's why I'm using this metallic black. Otherwise, I'd probably just use like a high gloss black that I think I have a little bit more of. If I can do this in a metallic, I would rather do it in a metallic. I just like that shine, I like the flake look. I just really think it looks awesome. And I hope I'm not putting this down too thick. Because when you do, it kind of messes with the finish. Especially if you're stroking paint that's only half dry. He just needs a little bit more. And you know, there is a reason people use primers in these. And that's just because there are cases where the color of the plastic will shine through on these painted bits. But yeah, we have another leg done. Well, at least done for this part. Or, well, there's a little bit left that I'm just happening to notice now. The inner part of this leg, or the foot area, which hopefully won't take too long to correct. Now we got a couple shoulder pads and thigh pads to do. You can see that most of this arm is actually covered in that primer. That's for a different color, which we'll get into at another time. For now, let's just get the shoulder pad covered up, or painted up, because that's going to be the actual metallic black. Now there is another reason you don't want to primer something and then use nail polish on it. Basically, nail polish is a lot different than the acrylic and enamel paints that testers uses, and it can peel that paint right off if you try to put a nail polish over it. So it's not a good idea to try to put nail polish on a something primed with a tester's acrylic or a basic model paint. If you're going to prime nail polish, use nail polish. Yeah. Nice thing about the nail polish though is an enamel, so once it dries, it'll feel like plastic itself, which will help keep it from chipping. So this isn't going to be coming off very easy, which is a good thing. So there are a lot of positives to using nail polish for figures. Now obviously, like anything else, whites are a bit of a pain to use. Even with nail polish, that doesn't change it. And in fact, since the whites on nail polish are more translucent, even with a good primer, you're probably going to want to do a few layers just to make sure that it gets in there right. But yeah, I mean, this part is actually pretty easy because we got both of the shoulder pads painted. So we're good with those. And now for the thigh pads. I'm just doing the small bits first because they're going to be pretty easy to do. I want to get them out of the way.